Welcome to our final presentations. This is Team Skytech, made of Trufena Kavere, Kevin Ogechi, Jacinta Rico, and Jairus Mwanzia.
So in our problem statement, Africa Working, an international non-profit consortium, is dedicated to creation of a large number of employable entrepreneurial people across Africa. So the clear objectives of the plans are a web-based strategy to take the organization live and make a presence in the international arena.
So I'll take us through the description. So the aim of this project plan is to outline a strategy that will be used to develop a website that will help Africa Working to go live and get to be known to the target market, which is Kenya and South Africa. Also, the website will contain activities that take place at Africa Working, such as the activities include training and skills acquisitions, and also job placement. As a result, we need a website plan to facilitate the whole process of marketing Africa Working and engaging the general public in the activities at Africa Working. Next slide. On to the objectives. So for the objectives that we have, the first objective is to disseminate information about Africa Working to the outside world. For the second objective, it's to engage the public through linked channels of communication, such as the social networks and direct messaging. Also, increasing credibility, since the available testimonials gain more trust to Africa Working. Or increasing credibility, since with available testimonials, the customers get to gain more trust to Africa Working. And for last but not least, to promote Africa Working and its services. For the deliverables, the first deliverable will be a fully functional website with ease of content update functionality, also creation of social media channels in YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, integration of the website to the created social media channels. We'll also have forms and surveys which will be used for inquiries, customer feedback, and new company registration purposes. Also polls for visitor voting, FAQs, and the event calendar. Also, on to the roles and responsibilities. So we have several stakeholders and their roles. The first stakeholder is the project manager, who is responsible for managing the entire project, the developers who design and construct the website, content experts who generate the content for the website, and Africa Working, who's the sponsor of the project. Shufena will take us through the milestones.
Okay, under milestones, we came up with a simple table, or a sample rather table, that would be used to track the progress of the development of the website. So this website is supposed to be completed within 3 months. We came up with a sample milestone table, which ensures that the website is launched within 3 months. So from August 21st, we have the site definition and planning, where we have to define Africa Working goals for the website. Then that will take place since up to September 1st. From September 2nd, we have the next process, which is site structure and content. And in this stage, we have already come up with details about the organization of the website and content that we want to include in the website. So coming up with this content takes place from September 2nd up to September 19th. From September 20th, we have visual design, where we produce all components of content and functional programming. October 20th, we have site development, where we build and integrate the site till October 28th. Then we have testing of the website, which begins October 29th, where we create a quality assurance plan so we know if the website has met the requirements, or rather the objectives. Then November 4th, we can now launch the website and perform post-launch activities.
So to the scope management of this project. So in this project of building this website, we have the following stages: the planning, the design, the developing of the actual website, then testing, and then the launch. Not forgetting the post-launch, where we get to analyze the progress of the website and how it is performing as per the objectives that were intended for it. So the website functionalities will include the crucial business information, contact information, event calendar. So these are the contents for the website, and it should be scalable to allow for upgrades. So this for the content managers, where they can add content to the website. So also news and announcements should be there, forums, applications for companies that would like to join Africa Working, polls for intriguing questions that will engage the users visiting Africa Working, FAQs, and integration of the social media sites, popular social media sites. So under the term management of the project, having identified the activities that are going to be performed during this project, we're going to sequence, the team is going to sequence the activities, and also show the dependencies. Then updates on the project of the status has to be done in weekly meetings, and the project manager and the management should be able to come up with a maximum delay time allowed for the project, and how the time can be compensated. And yeah, so this Gantt chart is showing how the sequences and the activities that have to be done. So for this Gantt chart, we are assuming the project started on 12th, so it will take days, 5 working days to do this site definition and planning, the site structure and content, the visual design, the site development, the testing, and also the launch and the post-launch analysis. So Mwanzia will highlight to us the project cost management.
Thank you. For the cost management, this will squarely fall on the project manager, who will be responsible for generation of project costs throughout the duration of the project. He or she will be able to present to the management and review project costs during time from the last held meeting to the current meeting. And they will also manage account for deviations, cost deviations rather, and provide options for putting the project back on budget. The project manager will be responsible for cost variance determination with parameters as said below, and briefly on the cost variance. This will be the comparison of the expected project performance to the actual cost performance. And this analysis will help understanding of the causes of variance. So if in any case the preventive measures and corrective actions will be determined from those analyses. So for instance, we can say if there is a less than 5% implication, it shows a low tolerance, which is a warning for potential problem, and then between 5% and 10%, That one is a moderate risk, and it requires one to take action, and above 10, we can say is a high risk, which requires substantial action.
Okay, under quality management, we have various stakeholders. We have the project manager, the team, the customers, which are the users who will be using the system, and the sponsor. So under quality management, we want to know whether the website we've come up with meets the objectives we had at the beginning. So what we do, we align the objectives of the website with the qualities that we wanted to meet. So we will be comparing what do we have at the moment and what were the objectives. So if they are equal, we'll know that we've met our target. So to ensure quality is managed and maintained, we have continuous improvement to make sure that the website meets the various functions that it is designed for. So here we set the targets for our website, and when we meet it, or when we are done with doing the website, we compare to see that we've met our target. So here we had a sample quality management plan where we have the quality measure, then quality measure goal. For website, we want to align the quality with system objectives, which is the website. So our goal here is that the system should be able to perform the desired operations. Maybe we need new companies to join Africa Working, so they should be able to register. So the baseline is the website facilitates marketing. It's able to reach out to people and make people interested with the company, and they can register with it. The next measure was to establish structures and resources that facilitate public engagement. So we have various things on the website, such as the social media pages, we have forums, we have emails for communication purposes. So this will help us meet our objectives, which is to engage the public. Then we should do frequent updates. We should give the public frequent updates about what's going on at Africa Working. So for us to do that, we have a place where we can put announcements, we can get news for our public, and the calendar. So this will ensure that the general public is up to date with the day-to-day operations at Africa Working. Next slide. On our communications management plan, we talk about how we'll manage communications during the project implementation. So we have forums on the website. These forums will enable us to discuss anything that comes up. We'll talk about it on the forums. We have forms and surveys. This comes in when the general public wants to communicate to Africa Working. So we can use forms and surveys where the forms will be for registration purposes. When a company wants to join Africa Working, they can fill a form. Then there are some cases where we need to get feedback from our customers. We can use the surveys. Then a customer would want to make inquiries about Africa Working or something that Africa Working deals with. So in this case, they can fill forms. Again, we have informal places for informal conversations. This can be the forums where when we want to update our sponsor about our project, So this informal conversation is not on the website, it's outside. So we covered it because we are talking about communication in general. We want to update our client, our sponsor about where we are at developing the website. So this can be done on informal, maybe face-to-face or something. And we have, because we have 4 stakeholders that we talked about, we have 6 communication channels that can be used to deliver information. So that's our plan for the website that we hope Africa Working will embrace.